everybody? It's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another Spider-Man movie review, everybody. And today we're reviewing 2004's Spider-Man 2, everybody. And I'm going to just start this review off saying that this is still one of the best comic book movies that has ever been made. Plain and simple. Still, to this day, even after how many years? 17 years now? Still one of the best comic book movies that's ever been made. This one's up there with The Dark Knight, Avengers Infinity War, original Superman. This is a great damn movie. X-Men 2, awesome. Great follow-up to the first Spider-Man movie. Phenomenal. So, we have Sam Raimi returning to direct this sequel, of course. He also directs the next one. And then we have Tobey Maguire back, Kirsten Dunst, James Franco. Alfred Molina plays Dr. Octavius, everybody. Doc Ock is the big bad villain in this movie, and he steals the show. Great villain. They did his character so well in this movie. So well. It's been quite a few years since I've watched these Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, and damn, I forgot how good this movie was. Like, seriously, I really forgot how good this movie was. So, we pick up where we kind of left off. It's a little bit down the road. It's about a year, I think, maybe. I don't know. So, Toby's doing his Spider-Man, saving the heroes and all that shit. They show him delivering pizza and stuff, so. But he's still struggling, of course. He's still struggling with that whole decision that happened in the end of the first movie of not telling Mary Jane who he was because he wants to protect her. And then she's moved on with her life. She's become an actor. And she's got a new guy in her life. And Peter's all depressed and shit about that. But he's like, I gotta be this hero, so I can't be with the lady I love. And then freaking Franco's character, Harry, is hell-bent on killing Spider-Man because of what happened at the end of the first one where Spider-Man killed his dad, even though he didn't. His dad's a dumbass and killed himself, basically. So he's hell-bent on finding Spider-Man, catching him, and beating Spider-Man, killing him. But he's also took over at Oscorp in his dad's role, and he's actually got the company moving forward in great ways, and that's where Otto Octavius gets introduced because he's building this fusion-powered miniature sun, basically, to create free energy. And that's what's cool about his villain is like, he actually has he starts out as a really good guy. A lot of Spider-Man's villains do, to tell you the truth. He starts out as a good guy. He's married, he's got a wife, he's in love. Because there's a scene where Peter goes to his workshop as part of his college stuff to find out about what he's doing, and they're nerding out, geeking out about the project, and they have a big show to kind of like show the Oscorp board members and everything, and the media's there, and it all goes wrong, of course. Something goes wrong, something malfunctions, and he turns into a bad guy, unfortunately, because the arms that he has to control the fusion reaction and everything, the Doc Ock arms that we all know and think are really cool, and they're badass in this movie. He has this inhibitor chip thing that he puts on there because they have AI, and it makes it so they can't control his brain because they're that advanced. So he puts this inhibitor chip thing on, and when the accident happens, the inhibitor chip gets broken. So the AI kind of interferes with his brain and the way he's thinking, and he basically turns into a villain because of the tragic shit with his wife dying and everything, and all the shit that happened with the project and not working and failing. So he turns into a bad guy. Jesus. And God, they did the special effects in this movie. Great. For a movie that's 17 years old. Wow. And I just did a movie review about Fright Night, and I was talking about how practical effects mixed with visual effects look so great compared to just flat out CGI. They do. This movie, this original Spider-Man trilogy, did a great job using practical visual effects with CGI effects, and the Doc Ock arms are where it shines the most. they use practical versions of his arms like so much in this movie. Like, they don't do the CGI unless they need to. In fact, I think there's a lot of scenes where they probably could have used CGI, but they have the practical ones. Or it might be a mixture, to tell you the truth. I don't really know, but it looks that damn real and good that I can't tell, and I think they're the practical ones. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you mirror those two together and they look as good as they do, I think the finished product in a movie is way better. I know I've beaten that horse over the head in my past videos and reviews, but it's just what I see. It's what I like. It's the way I appreciate movies. Because sometimes when movies have so much CGI and the backgrounds are CGI, it takes you out of the movie. I'm sorry, it does. It doesn't totally take me out of a movie, but yeah, Doc Ock was fabulous villain, great villain in this movie. We get to see, oh God, let's see, Aunt May is back in the movie, and I'm pretty sure she knows that Peter is Spider-Man by the end of this movie. Excuse me. I really do. I think she knows, because there's a scene where she's cleaning out her stuff, getting ready to move, because she's got to move out of her house because the banks are assholes. Banks are dicks. And I'm pretty sure she knows he's Spider-Man, even though he didn't tell her, but he did tell her that he feels like he's the reason why Uncle Ben died, and shit got salty between them for a little bit. So, oh, and the one main thing that I don't like about this movie is, Jesus, I almost forgot about this. The way that Peter loses his goddamn powers. Basically because he's having a brain meltdown and he's depressed and he's having issues upstairs. He loses his goddamn powers. Like, he loses his strength. He loses everything. He can't shoot his webs. He's not strong. I'm sorry. You guys could have went a better route with that, but I'll forgive you. That's really the worst thing about the movie. There's lots of good action in the movie. The train sequence, oh my God. The train sequence, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Probably one of the best Spider-Man fight scenes in any Spider-Man movie, everybody. Yeah, that train sequence with Doc Ock, fantastic. Fantastic. This is a fantastic superhero movie and Spider-Man movie, so you could probably guess it. 10 out of 10 for Spider-Man 2, everybody. That is correct. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. Like it. I appreciate it. Helps my channel out a lot. 10 out of 10 for Spider-Man 2, everybody. And I'll be catching you on tube later because I have spoken.